Hey there, we have a supplemental video this week to support yesterday's discussion on reading clinical evidence. This is a short module on statistical significance. The learning objectives are: understand what statistical significance is, how it is used in a clinical paper, and learn the value of clinical significance. A clinical study is no different than the science experiments we did in high school. Ultimately, they want to know if their idea changes the outcome. Statistical significance is a measure used to determine whether a result of an intervention is unlikely to have occurred by chance. A null hypothesis always predicts no real effect, meaning that the experiment assumes that the intervention will make no difference. A clinical study's goal is to disprove the null hypothesis. An alternative hypothesis is used by researchers to state what they think the effect of the experiment will be. If a result is statistically significant, it means that the results you observed are not likely to be a result of chance, meaning the experiment changed the outcome. The p-value is a number that tells you how likely it is that your data was the result of a specific cause. The lower the p-value, the higher likelihood that the results observed were caused by the intervention being studied. A p-value of 0.15 means that there is a 15% chance the results did not occur because of the intervention. The threshold to declare statistical significance in a clinical journal is 0.05. So, there is only a 5% chance the result was not caused by the intervention. A statistically significant outcome does not automatically mean that the intervention worked. Result can be statistically significant but have a small n, meaning the actual difference or change is minimal. Conversely, a result can have a large effect size but not be statistically significant if the sample size is too small or the variation within the data is too large. Another term often seen in clinical articles is clinical significance or clinical importance.
Clinical importance or clinical significance is a set of clinical observations about how well a treatment is performing. It is a measure of how big the differences in treatment effects are in real-world practice.
Though the results of a study might be statistically significant, the clinical importance or real-world result might not be worth the intervention. It might be statistically superior to another treating heartburn. But, if the clinical importance does show enough improvement to change protocol. Clinical significance and statistical significance are often combined to provide a more well-rounded measure of treatment success or failure. A reminder, I will be sending a clinical paper summary worksheet and clinical paper out this evening. Please take a few minutes to fill out the worksheet and send it back to me.